Well, the FBI has opened an investigation into allegations of money laundering related to the Malaysian state investment fund 1MDB. The scope of the investigation is not yet clear, but it is the latest in a series of international investigations related to the fund.
It's been a festering controversy that just won't go away for Malaysia's Prime Minister Najib Razak. And it's burst into new life after the US Justice Department moved to seize assets worth $1 billion, which they claim has been stolen from Malaysia's State Development Fund 1MDB.
1MDB.
1MDB. 1MDB.
1MDB. What happened? A fund created for national development turned into a global embarrassment.
More than $13 billion was raised. The Prime Minister's office said on Thursday that the fund had been the subject of multiple inquiries in recent years. And
instead of seeing new schools or hospitals, Malaysia saw that. We saw secrecy. We saw leaders avoiding answers. That's what happened. A development dream turned into a national tragedy.
Investigators say money stolen from 1MDB was used to fund lavish lifestyles for Najib, his family and his associates, including buying high-end properties, building an art collection and funding a Hollywood movie. 1MDB is being investigated.
There was Jolo.
Joe Low, a Malaysian financier, described as a confidant of Najib.
The man in an official position, yet he had access, influence and control of $1 billion transaction. He created companies in the Cayman Island, the British Virgin Island, place designed to hide the truth from us. But he was not alone. There were leaders who approved things without even thinking twice. Banks that failed to report suspicious transfers and people who stayed quiet because speaking up meant risking everything. It wasn't 1 million, it was a chain, and every link in that chain helped billions disappear.
Conspirators laundered their stolen funds through a complex web of opaque transactions and fraudulent shell companies with bank accounts in countries around the world, including Switzerland, Singapore, and the United States.
Everything collapsed in 2015. That was a breaking point. When the Wall Street Journal exposed suspicious money flows into personal bank accounts, when international agencies started questions Malaysia couldn't ignore anymore.
As the corruption investigation into the Malaysian Government Investment Fund 1MDB continues to deepen in several countries, the investigation here in the US is turning up a link to a White House visit.
And then came the consequences. International investigations, frozen assets, and the world questioning our integrity. That's when the facade started to collapse.
Najib is expected to be charged in court on Wednesday for further questioning. His arrest follows an investigation into how billions of dollars went missing from a state fund he founded almost a decade ago.
Where did the money go? Into everything that had nothing to do with Malaysia? It paid for penthouses in New York and condos in Beverly Hills. It funded luxury cars, private jets, jewelry worth millions of dollars. It even financed the Hollywood movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, and the irony is, the movie is about money laundering. Imagine billions that could have built public housing, improved healthcare, or given scholarships to students, spent on someone else's luxury. That's where the money went, into things Malaysia never touched, but had to pay for.
How did this happen? Because the system allowed it. Because transparency treated like a threat. Because certain people had too much power and no one dared to challenge them.
Auditors could not access documents. Bankers closed their eyes. Whistleblowers risked their career and sometimes their safety.
The corruption didn't happen overnight. It grew slowly under layers of secrecy, protected by fear, loyalty, and political influence.
And we learned something painful. When ethics die, a nation bleeds.